Hey, it's Melly with Melly's Jewelry Box. I just finished our buy it now sale. I had to get up and walk around. And yes, he mowed the back. He mowed the backyard. Bless his heart. See, we don't always say that in a snide way. We say it, we really mean it. It's the way we say it. But, so I'm walking around. The jasmines are getting closer to blooming, but I know it's sad, but y'all, I'm recovering after 3 years of not touching this garden, so I'm happy just to see them green. They was yellow last week. The pumpkin vine's gonna stay when I put the amaryllis in. He can stay there. I'm gonna move them. I don't know if they'll make it. Probably. They keep coming back, but they ain't blooming. I don't know what they are. I thought they were carnations at first, but they're not, so I don't even know. I didn't get my roses soon enough, so that's fine. It'll go to hip. It'll go to a hip, and I can eat it. That one I could get, but I think I'll just let them go to hips. I'm not going to get enough this season to make an oil or do nothing with them. And I've got a big old jar of potpourri. What am I going to do with potpourri? Nope. Just something to collect. Let me get a picture of that. That's pretty. Let me get it better. With the leaves. Pretty girl. Just pretty. So yeah, I gotta walk around. I sat for too long. It was 8 o'clock. Well, 1:45 before I knew it. Might have been 8 time I shut up. So tomorrow, I'm gonna be on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. And that's gonna be auction style with some buy it now. And there'll be a lot more variety, pieces, price points, and also origins and stuff like that. I want to take some of that wandering Jew that's growing wild over there. Well, it's not wild. I planted it. I want to get some of it when I redo this bed. I'm going to leave them. I'll get around them. They'll be fine. I want to put some on this end. It's going to look good with those dark green of the alocasias, which turns out they get 3 foot tall in the ground. They'll stay small in the house in the container or like up there on the porch sheltered, but they'll get 3 foot tall, which is going to be about here. It's going to be nice. It'll be good room between the pots, and it'll look good with the green and purple of the collias, with the purple and the green, and these curl and they're purple underneath. So when they're first opening, here you go, you can really see the purple, and that's showing for some time. So I think that's going to be really pretty up here, and it's going to be very low maintenance. Now the collias will die back, those will die back, but that's when you stick something in here and leave it in the pot, like your poinsettias or something, and just leave them in the pot. Just bury them in the mulch. And a lot of spas and things. I mean, on the grounds, of course, that's planted, but in the lobbies and common areas and stuff like that, they're still in the pots, and companies come and change out those plants, is what they do. So, the alamanda, I put fertilizer on it hoping that it could bloom, but I had a lot of plants before. I'm wondering if it needs a male pollination or something. I don't even see anything that looks like flower buds. So I may need to get a flowering alamanda that I know then is female and put it here. I'm going to have to. This would have blooms by now somewhere. So this must need cross-pollination with a female. Well, and it doesn't matter if it has to be in a different place, because sometimes that way they don't just want a female. They want a female that's not in their immediate environment. It's from a different ecosystem. It's weird. It's a thing. Oh, the bromeliads are always so beautiful. I put all of them there. My neighbor moved out across there, and she had them all. She told me, come take whatever plants you want. So I went and got her. She had those striped ones and those solid green ones, but those solid green ones raise a special kind of mosquito that only lives in those bromeliads. Isn't that crazy? But the rain has brought blooms. I can't wait to get over there and get those purple flowers going. They're so pretty. I'm in Central Florida. It's like zone 9B, I'd say. It gets pretty hot, but it doesn't get, we never get a freeze. So, like these plants that have tubers or bulbs, we just leave in the ground. We don't have to harvest them. And we just dig them up in the spring if we want to and divide them, but we just let them overwinter right where they're at. So it's easy in that respect. But tropical storms, I swept this, but then I started to film it and didn't. It was a flood here this morning, so that is still leaking. That poor thing got drowned. But it's been there. The only thing that's new there is that, yeah, that thing in the middle. My brain just went prayer plant. That prayer plant in the middle. This one, yes, the beast. The beast. Joseph's coat likes it here. Yeah, it's getting new leaves. It'll bloom in the fall, little pink fuzzies. My poor oregano. It was back there in that garden cart. It didn't get no rain or sun, so when it's sunny tomorrow, I'm going to put it out there in the yard and let it get a lot of sun. Oregano likes a lot of sun. The jade plant, I got that from my sister. It wasn't, when I got it, it was like one piece like that. And it's grown, but jade plants are funny. That broke, so it looks weird. I thought about just taking it off there, but yeah, I've already chopped it enough. So those, weather willing, will go on the ground tomorrow. They getting drowned. They need to be in soil so that water can, I mean, the water's dispersing, but they need to be in the ground. I mean, it's all right. It's blooming. It's not like it's dying or nothing, but it was already had all these browns and stuff in it. I broke a piece off accidentally, had a big piece of seed. But anyway, back to I'll have a much variety, more variety of pieces. Old and contemporary, almost, I think it's 100. Well, I could bring gold, but predominantly sterling silver. But a much more variety than today. Today, you know, you have to find pieces that you can just do by it now. Plus, yeah, I just put too much on my plate today, and then, you know, I have no excuse. I just didn't get as much done as I wanted to. And I didn't realize how many light pieces. Well, I guess they weren't light pieces. I don't know. They were kind of eclectic mix, but you know, I said I'd bring my pieces to my channel first, regardless of what they are. Because in fairness to myself, I need to at least be at 50% of what, you know, I'm going to be online. So that's pretty much what I do. 50, at the most 75%. If it's something that's not just run-of-the-mill, that you just don't run across every day, then I probably do 75%. But typically, I'm at 50% of what I would list it for. What they sell for. I can list it for $1 million, don't mean a damn thing. Oh, that vine. I don't even want to look at it. These poor acacias. It'll be okay. Worst case scenario, I could chop it to the ground. Well, I can't go to the ground, go 2/3 of it. Don't ever take more than 2/3 of something, regardless of what it is. So yeah, I gotta get my ass back out here. Get that front bed's easy. Get these two prepped really ain't that bad. He only put like, what, maybe an inch or so of mulch, so there ain't much mulch to move. Mulch to move. Say that fast 3 times. Move that mulch out. Put the dirt in. You gotta dig up the amaryllis. They ain't that deep. They come up easy. It's like a little tougher than pulling garlic. Not much more. More like pulling an onion. A little bit more resistance. Yeah, they're getting babies and stuff, so I gotta get these out of the ground. Get them trees. Dig up these trees. So it'll be easy. It'll be pretty. Tomorrow's Friday, so if I get it all prepped, and Mike and I can go. He can help. We can help each other at the nursery, and we'll get the coleus and something else. That's, I'll see what they got to kind of stay with that green and purple. But you know, the yellows. Why? You know, I did that before, and that's why the irises are in there. I should leave them. The yellow works with the purple and green. Anything else would be a bit much. I mean, red and green are complementary colors, but I'm not looking to advertise in my front bed. Wow. The yellow, that works good. Pink doesn't work. Red does, but I'm not about it. So yeah, yellow. And that's easy. They're already here. Already got a bunch of them. Alright, I'm done walking. We've decided we're just going to eat whatever's here. Because I was like, I was going to order Chili's. I'll go get it, but I says neither one of us give a shit. I ate that big old lunch of yellow rice and chicken. So thanks for being at the auction. If you made to buy it now, if you were there today, I appreciate you guys more than you know. Most likely, way more than you realize. Because doing this, being on YouTube, not even being online, but it's even more personal. Being on YouTube, I feel like I know you. I feel like you're friends. It's almost a real sense of familiarity and a familiar feeling. You know, the people that are there every week, you know, or very frequently. And, yeah, you build a rapport with them. But it is different. So you do mean a lot to me, and I'm sure all the other channels that you guys support. So tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you can come. I appreciate it. Make sure you register if you're not registered. Just send me an email at mellysstrawberrybox@gmail.com. I just need your YouTube name, your real name, your mailing address, and your PayPal email. And I also take Venmo and Cash App if that's easy for you. Just let me know when you email me with your name and your information, so I can find you when you're bidding. So like say your YouTube name is Barney, but your real name is Alice. I need to know Barney is the person that's in the chat is Alice. So I need both those names. Alright, have a good night. Hope I see you tomorrow. I'll be more organized tomorrow. Ugh.